Hey folks, James from Support here. In this one I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the invoice window, how to accept a payment in on an invoice that has an owing amount, sort of the easiest ways you can go about that, and talk a little bit about what a payment in actually is, and the sorts of things that we save on a payment in record. So here we are at the invoice window. Somebody comes in and they have an invoice that they need to pay off. They can either give you the invoice number, which you could just type in. So let's say we'll have a look at, I don't know, this one here. So if we typed in 3769, then obviously it will filter all the others out, and we'll do that. We could also type in the payer's last name, and it will filter out and show you all of the invoices relating to that name. And in this case, I don't know, let's just find an invoice that's got an owing amount on it. We'll go back to Mr. Banks and find out what he's got going on. There's a $300 invoice here that's got an owing amount on it. So what we'll do is, to accept the payment in, you highlight the invoice, and then you come down to the cogwheel and you hit apply payment in, and that will take you to the checkout window. Now you can see here, this might look a little bit strange because we don't quite know what's going on. So see here it says pay now 0, so that means that there's obviously actually some other payments that are due down the line. But if this person says that they want to pay it off now, we can just add this amount. You can see here now it says $590 to pay later, which if I actually come in here and click this, we'll see that there's actually a bunch of other invoices with owing amounts on them as well. But we're only interested in this one that's highlighted or ticked, the $300 one. If they wanted to pay off all the others as well, we could just come through and tick them all. And you can see there that the pay previous owing amount goes up in accordance with what you've entered. And you do need to just enter this again. And that's fine. If this person has previous credit, like a credit note, we could click that. They've actually got maybe, is that $100 in credit? But we won't apply that to this one. Let's just say that they have their credit card on them and they want to, or they have the cash in this case. So what you do is just like accepting any other payment. You just come down and you select the payment type. If it's a credit card, you select credit card. You can select this person has a saved credit card, so we could click that. But let's say in this case this person has cash. We'll hit finalize checkout, and that's done. Now we can actually go and have a look at this payment in detail if we want to by clicking that little icon, and this takes us to the payment in record, and this tells us that the payment was made by James Banks, the site, which is something that relates to where the actual physical location that the money's been paid. So that's only something that you really need to worry about if you have multiple admin centers set up, which most customers don't have that. You can see the amount and the onCourse account that it's gone into, the source, so you can see this was paid in the office, it's successful, an email confirmation was sent out. The money hasn't been banked yet. That's something for your financial team to worry about. So because this was a cash payment, it's not automatically banked. You've got to set the banked on date. And then this tells you here, this invoice actually had a due date of sometime next year because it's our test system, so there's a lot of dummy data in here. This is the invoice number. The amount owing is now down to 0 because it's been paid off, and the invoice amount was $300. And that's kind of a basic rundown of what a payment in onCourse looks like.